Hugh Grant is entirely too convincing as a baddie. You guys, his performance, I'm speaking, of course, about the movie Heretic. A lot of times I just jump right into these things and totally forget to say the name of the movie. The title should tell you. But he just chewed this role up. Like, he masticated hard on this thing. You know, he's always done really good at playing a smarmy asshole, you know, that type of person. And he played a backstabber in Dungeons and Dragons, spoiler alert. And he did a good job at it because he's got this way of coming across as affable and friendly still, smiling in your face while slitting your throat. I mean, that's the type of... He was really good in here, you guys. And the actresses in here, I feel like I only vaguely recognize them. I cannot place their faces, but this is a movie that is going to make me notice them because they were very good. I liked both of them. I also really liked the transition that the characters took, specifically one of the characters in here. She starts off being, or I started off feeling like I could sort of predict the type of character she was going to be and the things that she was going to do, and situations changed and she evolved in a way that I didn't expect, but I appreciated that. That's not a complaint. I felt like she was written really well. Both of them were written very well. So I never watched the trailer, but I knew the premise was that these people who were going out and preaching about their church, about the Mormon church, I knew that the situation involved them going to this guy's house and getting themselves basically entrapped there. But it happened in a way that I didn't expect, or let's just say the scenario was something that I didn't expect. That's not a complaint, but a good portion of this film, this is not an action-packed film. There is this escalating sense of unease that you have. I mean, you already have it because you know this is like a horror thriller type movie. But as conversations between Hugh Grant's character and these two girls carry on the surface, it might seem benign, innocent enough, or just like three people having a theological discussion or philosophical discussion about religion or whatever. But there are these undercurrents of something not being right, and the girl's picking up on that, even though his mannerisms aren't really reflecting this sense of unease. What I mean is, well, this kind of ties back to what I said about how he can be so charming and affable to you and then, like, you know, stab you in the back or slit your throat or what. Like, that's the way he plays those types of characters. He doesn't play them outright menacing up front to your face. He's very friendly, and it's this weird combination where you see the stuff that he's doing, or you think you know, like, his intentions, and they're not good, but the way he's behaving is like someone who just wants to have a conversation. It's like, whoa, it's creepy. And he did a great job. I've already said that, I think, in a sense, but I'm saying it again. The film went in a direction I wasn't anticipating, and I'm not referring specifically to the scenario that I mentioned that I didn't anticipate or realize. There were things that happened in here that took it in directions I didn't anticipate. And so there was all this gear shifting in my mind, or gear shifting with my emotions about what was going on. Like, what the heck? What's the explanation for this? How are they going to get out of this? But much of the film was a protracted conversation about religion and the one true religion, and faith, belief, disbelief, doubt, control, brainwashing. It was very interesting, and I appreciated the discussions that took place. I also appreciated that it wasn't just like there was one prevailing narrative, there was pushback. He would put forth an argument of his own, and then there would be pushback from these girls. So these girls were pretty spunky, especially one of the girls in particular. And I liked her pushback against him on that. And then, of course, the other girl, she has her moment as well. And I enjoyed watching the journey of these characters pretty much all the way through the film, even though there were these moments that happened and my brain was like, wait, what? I wasn't the only one. I heard someone in the audience make a noise like, wait, what? Because there are these things that happen that throw your mind for a loop for a little bit, but then stuff is explained. I have one con to this film. It's not a huge one, but it is enough that it got under my skin, aggravated me a bit. And that is something that I've complained about before in other movies. Injuries that are so grievous that the chances of surviving them, even for a bit of time, are so limited as to make it a bit eyeball rolling when said person or persons does manage to survive in order to get to a certain place and do a certain thing at a certain moment. This happened twice in the movie. And each time I rolled my eyes. I was just like, oh, of course, One of those moments ended up being a situation that, I can't say I disliked as an audience member, but the getting you to that moment required me to suspend a little bit more disbelief than I felt willing to do. And so because of that, I kind of have to pull back from 100% love of this film. It had so much going for it up until those moments. It's not something that ruins the film for me, but it is something that I will always associate with the film and an element of negativity that I have about the film. I think you'll know it. Well, yeah, you will know it when you see it, but that's why I can't give this movie a complete 2 thumbs up, like maybe a thumb and a half, whatever. I do recommend watching it if you like especially psychological type of horror, because that is in a lot of ways what this is, and also very well written, except for those moments that I had issues with, and I like that too. This is a different type of horror movie that is generally solid, generally. So yeah, I enjoyed it enough or felt strongly enough about it that I wanted to talk about it a little bit when I got home. So this is me talking about Heretic. This is about all I have left to say about it. So I am wrapping this up for now, you guys. If you watch it, let me know what you think. And that's it for this one, you guys. Adios.